morning. Getting up, and I'm waiting to hear and see did we have any phone calls from one and or other people allegedly named Thompson and Maud and Richie and or Thompson and or Maud and or Richie and or do any of them, other people show up on my social media today as harassments and bullying, stalkers, and internet trolling, off and on and off the internet, social media, and virtual, such as me here, myself, and one and more others, YouTube, all about, and all to, and all about my mother, and here on Sleeping Beauty, the real Sleeping Beauty. Myself, Avril Ellis. Because those other people should not, cannot, could not, may not, must not, need not, did, and do that. Did that more, and do that more. I'm not doing it. Did it before. All witnessed, including all ISPs and all Wi-Fi's. All should, can, could, restart that. All should, can, could, may, must, and need, show and tell, and showed it to hold. All those and all that all happened. Oh. And all names, and all who, what, where, when, why, and how. All PSCC 850 and all PSC 807. All should, can, could, may, must, and need, kept, and keep. Myself and one and more Alice, my family, safe, privacy, and safety. All before, all during, all later, and all since May 31, 2024. all others, all elsewhere. Should can could, they must delete, gave me, Avro, and all names and all named Ellis, all privacy and all safety. All should can could, they must need, show and tell and should and told. All those and all that happened, and all names and all who, what, where, when, why, and how. PSCC 850, sections 2A and 2B, and all PSCC 807, same sections 2A and 2B, rules regulations. Did not gave us, myself, and one and or others, malice, all privacy and all safety. All witnessed, including all securities cameras all on, all live and all recording and all recorded, and all photos of them, all photos of all before, all during, all later, and since January 21, 2025. And all names, and all who, what, where, when, why, and how, all about, all to, and all about Mississauga, Ontario, Canada, Canada. Such as stalker and celebrity stalker Norman Thompson, and another person, Norman, and alleged siblings, all others, all factual. 57 Faulkner Crescent and all elsewhere. My parent, my mother, and one and more others, all historical, all geographical, all financial, and all new. All happened as there, all elsewhere, all everywhere. Off and on and off, one and more YouTube community posts posted. Active Adult Center, Mississauga 2, and AACMISS.ca. And all Mississauga Senior Citizen Center, and all Squarewood Older Adult Center, and all Active Adult Center Mississauga employments and memberships, all historical, all geographical, all financial, and all new. And all my mother, Trans Hill Brides. All before, all during, all later, and since, all during July 19, 2025. And all about, all to, and all about 1125 3rd Street. And did all those other people accused and alleged wanted privacy, all those, all names, and all who, what, where, when, why, and how. and all others to witness 90 Absolute Avenue, 19, 20, and 18 floors, and all elsewhere, and all common areas, and all 80 Absolute Avenue, all 13, 14, and 12 floors, and all common areas. All should, can, could, may, must, and need, show and tell, and showed and told. All those other people. When Edward Thompson. All those other people. Happened. All names, all who, what, and or all who, what, where, when, why, and how. All about, all true, and all about us. For Doris, all elsewhere, all everywhere. Did you hear that, Angela Ritchie? Did you hear that, James Watt? Did you hear that, Angela Watt? Did you hear that, Irvin Thompson? You stalkers. Did you hear that? 1303. 80 Absolute Africa. With and without 1301 other people. And all you other people, 1909, 90 Absolute Africa. Gupta. Did you hear that, you stalkers? With and without 1304, 80 Absolute. All off and all on and all off. All YouTube. Sleeping Beauty, etc. The Real Sleeping Beauty, etc. Foodie Beauty Reading Well, and Avril and Pets for Babies, Ellis Fairies Gardens. And the Bella Switch Avril. All before, all during, all later, and all since October 31, 2018. Halloween celebrated. Halloween and alleged walkathons. Square One Older Adult Center and Active Adult Center, Mississauga. Factual. all before, all during, all later, and all before, all during, all later, and all since. My rent tenancy ended. 2100 Sherby Road, apartment 817, Mississauga, Ontario, Canada. Romance. And all mail, etc. All before, all during, all later, and all since. The life, the living, the death, the died, my animal, my pet, my fur baby, reading well. Let's go ask my mom any phone calls today. All before, all during, all later, and all since. Today's what, Sunday? Let's go see if they phone called my mom or phones called my mom more. With and or without new complaints, new harassments, new bullying, new internet trolling, new cyber, new stalking, all and all names and all named. My parents and my parents' parents and my parents' parents' parents, 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 and all animals, all pets, and all pets, all fur babies, myself, Avril, all names and all named Bellis. And all other people, all names Bellis and McDonald, Brennis and Hardy and Williams, all show and tell and all showed and told, all before, all during, all later, all since. Internet, Wi-Fi's, examples of Facebook and all YouTube, all about and all to and all about my parents, my parents' parents, 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 all animals, all pets, all fur babies, myself, Avril, all names and all named Alice. With and without, with and or without all those Bellises and my consents and permissions. Themselves all about all to and all about all those all names. All names and all names. Name all else. All names. Now who, what, where, when, why, and how. All about, all to, and all about. parents, 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 and my parents, 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 and own animals and own pets for babies myself. All happen to us. All should get good meat, must eat. All show and tell, and all showed and told. All there, all elsewhere, all everywhere. And including all alleged maintenance fees and maintenance repairs, maintenances, repairs of actual. Including all AC and heating. Another Sunday without my cat alive. Instead dead. Oh, AIDS. Oh, who? Where? Right now. Flabbergasted. I need a coffee. And I want just this. All there. All elsewhere. All everywhere. All course. All in. Of course. Of course. judiciary justice. Examples: all those other people accused and alleged, arrested, jailed, with and or without parole or probation, with and or without suit themselves, forever, always, all there, all elsewhere, all everywhere, all about, all to, and all about, all those others, and myself, all names and all named else. My parents, my parents' parents, my parents' parents' parents, my parents' 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 parents, and all animals, and all pets, and all fur babies. This, all names, all named else, and all myself, and all pets, all fur babies, Alice fairies, gardens. Ought to be plants. All sounded like it was raining last night. We very early hours, minutes and seconds. It's pretty close dark. Oh, so I have to water my garden. I have had for babies, Alice fairies, garden, outside, and my cactus. Some water. Wait, Any phone calls?
No.
Did you phone anybody?
No.
Okay. Want me to cook you some bacon?
Oh, yeah.
What?
I said I'm hungry.
Yeah, me too. I need a coffee. Are you checking your phone for messages?
Friday. Doesn't matter much. I'm getting a lot of that. Same thing. Nothing. I don't know who keeps doing that. Nothing.
Weird.
Eh?
Weird.
I'm getting this all the time.
I know.
I think you're getting some and all.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Not as often as that.
I'll have one of these cinnamon rolls.
Oh, yeah.
I'll have one of these cinnamon things while I'm waiting on my bacon.
Okay.
My stomach's growling.
Is it?
Oh, they're getting stale.
Well.
Eh?
I said, well.
Yeah.
Looking forward to dinner tonight?
You bet. hear all that rain and thunder.
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
lightning, I didn't
I
hear the
heard some
thunder.
of the thunder.
No,
I
neither
did-
did
I
I.
heard lots of the rain.
Yeah, but before that there was a lot of lightning.
Was there?
Yeah. But I never heard thunder.
Heard the rain.
Oh yeah, it came later. And then I fell asleep.
Me too. I took a pain reliever.
Well,
Prescribed prescription.
lucky you.
Get your pills and bacon.
Eh?
Pills, bacon, 2 hot beverages. In any order. Hello. I didn't want another blocking, another strike from YouTube about my eating a Brazil nut online on the internet on YouTube as self-harm, harm, and ED. And as I ate my Brazil nut in my nutshell earlier today, off of camera, YouTube, live stream, like this. While waiting, our cold water boils hot whistling kettle. I'm helping my mom more. Prescribed and prescriptioned pharma medicines. Supposed to make my mom feel better with and or without get well. And the memory pills should, can, could, may, must, and need. My mother remembers more and or less, although not all. My mom should, can, could, may, must, and need remembers. All should, can, could, may, must, and need remembers. While waiting, cold water boils hot. I want to show you something. I'm not obsessed with anybody, one and or both names. It's just a good author. And I decided, you know what? Halloween is happening this year. And this just caught my eye. And I decided, you know what? I'm going to pick this up and do a little bit of research. I have some time on my hands since I broke my wrist and recovering and recuperating and all those were me wounds, injuries, all others. And I thought, you know, I'm going to have a read of this. With and or without I ever looked at any of this earlier. Got this. I borrowed this from a public place. Just thought I'd share this with you. I don't know if I'll read, I don't know that I will read the other books of the Cousins of Dwyer trilogy, although I'm going to read this one. Give me something to do. I have lots of time. I can't need to be reading more books. This is what, July 20th? July 20, 2025. July 20, 2025. August, September, October. It's well, like 3 months away. So I made Halloween for another Halloween. Or wear another t-shirt and or frock dress. My first one alone without my cat alive. Not as busy as I used to be. Candles taking a while to boil. Oh.
Yes.
Isn't this a good looking sweet potato? Fair size, enough for 2 adults. Doesn't it look good? Gonna be cooking that soon. Some of my and the other person dinner soon, later. Hello everyone. And are any of the locals on my live stream today? Other residents and or other visitors and or their alleged staff harassed, bullied me and one and more other person, internet trolling me and one other person, cyber stalking me and one and more others. Why don't they have anything greater and better to did and file false accusations and make false accusations and false allegations all about and all to and all about myself and one and more others themselves, all about, all to and all about myself and one and more others, and all securities cameras all on, all images all live and all recording and all recorded and all photographed, all to, at, on, off, from, and by my front doors. here and all elsewhere, all everywhere. Doors. Tomorrow I'm doing another meatless Monday. Today, my breakfast, I ate food, meatless. My beverage and condiment, meatless. Coffee and a teaspoonful of honey. And my lunch today is a small BLT, bacon, very well done. Gonna have an English muffin, toasted, broiled, bacon, some lettuce, and some tomato. Lettuce, tomato raw. I'm going to use the plant-based and or vegan vegetarian condiment. And have that. And dinner. Keeping my mom company. Steak, potatoes, and a fruit. It's not lots, although and can I not eat all my steak? I haven't cooked a steak in a long time. It's already seasoned beef. I just have to cook it. I don't have to add salt or anything. I just have to cook it, and then when served, just like a teaspoonful or a slice of butter, and or plant-based and or vegan vegetarian butter and or margarine, and just my baked potato. I'll have salt and pepper and same kind of condiment, and sweet potato without salt and pepper. Be good. I mean, this is all public. I know YouTube. My privacy settings set public. Although, in a residential neighborhood, there must and need be laws and alleged condominium rules and regulations, all privacy and all safety, all about, all to, and all about myself doing this, and one and more others, my family, etc., and not other residents and their visitors and alleged staff. All factual. So I thought, before I reduce all the more, I thought I'd just let you have a good look and see, hear, listen. What might be my last Sunday doing lots of live streaming today for a very long time. Maybe not. Depends on calls, who phones us, and who's online more with me, and who mentions my name and my family names themselves, such as chat areas, my YouTube channel, my community posts, comment areas, my videos went on, and I haven't reset my privacy settings and off the comment areas there. and all names and all who, what, where, when, why, and how. Bellis themselves, all names and all who, what, where, when, why, and how themselves, off and on and off, all media, all published, all public, all virtual, and all social media happened. All there, all elsewhere, and all everywhere. Coffee is good. I like my coffee. Let's put a smile on my face. I'm smiling. Coffee. Honeybees. What? My social media, I'm doing a live stream. Who did you think I was talking to? What?
I can't see through the wall, I just hear you.
Wall? I'm in the other room. Your door is open. She did that before. I used to get phone calls. I had more friends and everything, and she would, who are you talking to? And then showed and told others and tried to convince herself they weren't real. And then we moved into apartment 1 and more, and here and there were our securities cameras. And when all on, all live, all recording, and all recorded, and all photographed, all images, all live, all recording, all recorded, all photographed, all names, all who, what, where, when, why, and how, all before, all during, all later, and all since December 12, 2024. As you heard earlier, my voice, my throat, my esophagus, my throat needs honey, with and or without lemon, and with and or without lime raw. Without today. Today is Sunday. I'm wearing some red. My color of choice today, red. This was painful yesterday. Still bothers me a bit here and elsewhere. My wrist, my hand, arm. It's been like that since I had this accident and all the other injuries, wounds. My self-recovering, recuperating. I just don't feel like soup today. It's summer time and I just don't feel like fruit. I mean soup. I don't feel like soup. I don't feel like vegetable soup. I don't feel like mushroom soup. I just don't feel like standing over a stove cooking soup. And as I'm like, a sandwich would be good. And I don't want just bread. Not today. I just want to have a treat, I suppose. Sort of like a McDonald's McMuffin. Egg and cheese. BLT. McMuffin. Yeah. Yes, I'll treat myself. And I'll have one serving of raw watermelon tonight. That'll be good. And then tomorrow I'm going to start a new diet. Not diet, just foods I'm going to eat differently. And then probably next Sunday I'll have a Sunday dinner with my mom. I can't cook a roast. I can't. So I said to my mom, if you want to eat it, with and or without me eating it too, I don't mind cooking it as long as I don't have to do much in the way of preparations. And I want to begin eating more rices, more potatoes, more pastas, with and or without more and or less pizzas. And because I'm recuperating, I'm craving banana. So I'd like to have at least maybe one banana can last me like 2 days. And I've got raw avocado, more raw fruit like watermelon, melons of any kind, watermelon, pineapple. I might eat more. I liked the blueberry yogurt I had, or the berry yogurt, blackberry yogurt, whatever. It was a fruit yogurt. Nuts, obviously. And more rice crackers and or rice cakes. They're really good. With and or without more bread. It slices of bread and or English muffins. Just like when I'm home, just something that way. I don't drink lots of juices. I've come away with drinking fruit juices because of the high sugar content, the alleged glucose, the alleged sugars, the alleged fructose. I mean, when I'm out at our home, if I'm going to have sugar, I'm going to have sugar. I don't do it all the time. I just do it. I'm going to treat myself. I'm going to have real sugar. Like today, I'm going to have some watermelon. That's real sugar. Not necessarily, although it's not like added sugar to coffee or something. That's a treat when I go out. If they don't have the condiments I want, I can use the sugar packets, the artificial sweeteners like Sweet and Low, whatever it is nowadays. But I don't use a whole one. I prefer this sugar-free syrups. And sometimes some places don't have, and I like, oh well, then give me a double. Um, and then I want to replace the cream, the milk, with a plant-based or an almond milk or something. And they're like, yes, we have. And I'm like, oh, I'll have that as the double. Or an iced coffee. Instead of having the creamer, I'll ask for a plant-based and or a nut supplement milk. A nut replacement. A milk replacement. That's like almond milk. I've been having more of those because of my injuries, wounds, my healing, my recovering, my recuperating, any fractures, broken wrist, and all the other injuries. In addition to doing maybe 5 or 10 minutes physiotherapy exercises most all days, and some walk. It's pretty much the same as like doing chair exercises, only lots of it is called physiotherapy, and some of it's even called walk fit. Like, it's better and greater than not anything. Had I my own backyard, I would have been out there already, house and walked about. and then sat and finished my coffee. Other people, paranoid, aggressive, and agitated, obsessed with and without compulsive, themselves obsessive, with and without grandiose delusional, with and or without erotomanic delusional, with and or without prescriptory delusional, with and or without somatic delusional, themselves stalkers. They see and hear internet Wi-Fi's, such as this live stream, and misunderstood all privacy and all safety. It's none of their business. They want to be a fan, an audience member. They want to be fans, audience, and viewers. Okay, but you do not, you should not, cannot, could not, may not, must not, and need not out and as all about, all to, and all about to add on from and by my friend Dor, and all historical, and all geographical, and all financial, and all new friend Dor's mine. I mean, I know I have some haters, as a given. Some of them are even related to me, allegedly. They alleged. And they put themselves out there, you know, social media, etc. And I go on the social media and you can Google my name, Bellis, Bellis, and you can see all of them all of a sudden showed up the latter years. All before, all during, and all later, and all since. Others, such as my family, myself, my parents, and my parents' parents, and my parents' parents' parents, my parents' 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 parents, and all animals, and all pets, and all fur babies, all me, published, public, there, and all elsewhere. You know, my family, my parents, and all pets, all fur babies, and all animals, and myself. Most everything out there is negative publicity. Those other people put alleged themselves should, can, could, may, must, and need. All names. Bellis, and that they should have, can, could, may, must, and need reported myself and my parents and my pets, fur babies, and animals as the wrongdoers, yet it's them. All privacy, all safety. I mean, they can stay there. I don't care. That's fine. That's publicity. Although, don't they want us there? Looking at their stuff, using their stuff? Well, then they should, can, could, may, must, and need reset their privacy settings. Hide their social media from me and one and more others. Instead of complaining and lying, falsely accused, falsely alleged, lied. Here, all elsewhere, there, all everywhere, including all employments, all hobbies, and all memberships that existed, all historical, all geographical, all financial, and all new. Honestly. Makes sense. Hello. Beauty sips are really good today. Thank you. I don't know that McDonald's has all-day breakfasts in Canada. Um, maybe one and more location. Um, I don't know that they do that. Um, later in the day, I don't always want their breakfast menu. Sometimes, well, most times, I'm into the French fries. And I wouldn't call last night binge eating. I was just cooking, meal prepping for today. I've got my foods. Oh, yeah, that's right. I have foods I cooked last night. Oh, scrap the BLT, unfortunately. Fortunately, I made myself a veggie cuisine. I found the red onion. I rested. I'm feeling better. Lots. I can cut some red onion and put that with my. That's what my lunch is going to be. And then I'll have the other one like maybe Tuesday. And some pizza and a pasta. Honestly, I don't know what the menus are. When I go to McDonald's, when I went, that is, no, not all locations had. Well, the staff never gave me anything that was all day breakfast. They stopped around lunchtime. Well, in the afternoon at some time or other. And sometimes the staff would actually replace the hash brown with french fries. That was really good too. But upstairs in the Active Out Center, Mississauga, not that I complain about egg muffins, egg and cheese muffins, but there's some good foods up there too. Foods and beverages and condiments in the cafe there, Active Out Center, Mississauga. Sometimes when I used to go over there, I wouldn't always use McDonald's or anything. I'd go upstairs to the center and use the kitchen there and have a coffee or something. Without and or with, I took a class there. With and or without, I attended any social and or function there. Dinings, etc. I don't have any french fries in my freezer that I know of. I stopped by. I was like, Mom, let's stop by before. Just in case, you know, where your appointments are, etc. Can have some french fries and potato chips while out. That'd be good. Nice little snack and or meal. Although when it's french fries, I can eat french fries. You remember when a large order of McDonald's french fries, oh, they're awesome. They are good. And elsewhere, it's like, like in the food court, when I wasn't so vegetarian, french fries, salt, with and or without pepper, gravy, tomato sauce, ketchup. Biggest size I could get. Good. Now I don't do that. Now when I go to McDonald's, most often it's just a small order of french fries. Same at BK, small order of french fries. I'm adapting. Less or more. And do I have a double? I like to have a medium instead of a small because the 2 sugars have to go a long way. when enough. I mean, maybe more places will get sugar-free syrups, and I don't know. But, it was good. I like Starbucks coffees. They're really good. They have a lot of sugar-free syrups. They have vanilla at least. And another place too, vanilla at least. I didn't have my French vanilla yesterday. I got really tired and I just drank some more water and I took my pain reliever with and or without anti-inflammatory prescribed prescription to me from and by my doctors. By and from my doctors. And yeah, I rested for more than 4 hours and I feel lots better. Just that one. I have a high tolerance for pain. It's really weird. Well, it's not very weird. It's very unique. I mean, it doesn't happen right away as my body adjusts. It just did. I should, can, could, may, must, and need tolerate. Although with some help, all healthcare workers and pharma, such as a pain reliever with and or without anti-inflammatory, and IVs, hydration, and anti-nauseants. Usually I recover. I'm like out the door, my appetite's back and everything. I mean, I can not walk as well as before happened, all during, all later, all since, although I can get better. And I should, can, could, may, must, need. I'm dreading having to put a splint back on this. I'm still trying to heal it without a splint because of my elbow. We'll wait and see. Let's see what happens. It's summer. And I don't want to, cover this up and have one arm with sun and the other one with pale. That would look really weird. It wouldn't look really weird. It would look really not well. I don't like talking about, oh, what happened to you? How are you? Like, I'm good. I'm okay. I mean, I have mentioned it because people do wonder. And I'm like, when they asked, that was historical and all geographical, etc. Nowadays, oh, I'm good. I'm okay. Thank you. More than the word fine, F-I-N-E. But yeah. I'm doing good now. Like I said, I did not eat my Brazil nut on YouTube visually because of earlier emails I received that they blocked my live stream video cuts or whatever, live stream replay cuts and or whatever, and videos or videos from eating. Brazil nut online complained that it was an ED that was harming and that I was self-harming. I'm like, that's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard in all my entire life. Where's this happened? Why pick on me? I'm not even doing that today, an ED. So when I finish up my coffee with you, I'm helping my mom get some bacon and I'll eat my lunch with you. I'm going to go offline a little while and I should actually look outside my balcony garden. Mine pets fur babies. Bella's Perry's garden, and see what the weather did. I'll do that when I finish my coffee. I gotta water my plant, Charles. I think my mom planted African violet, died. I've watered it since. I don't see any new growth. I think we're having another plant funeral. I did eat a Big Mac combo earlier this year. That was good. I prefer BK. Not always, but when I did, like a Junior Whopper or a Whopper, they make it like a BLT sort of thing. You can see the lettuce, you can see the tomato, you can see the onion, you can see the pickles. You know, it's not just little pieces of onions and the slices of pickles. It's got more. And when they had the veggie burger, it was, I liked more. Sometimes I would put the meat patty to the side. I would just eat the lettuce, but the vegetables. It was like a sandwich. Although I like nothing like a Big Mac, Then too, I could put the meat patties on the side and just have the bread and sauce and all that stuff. When we were on holiday earlier this year, on vacation and or business trip, the foods were really, really good. I liked the dinings there were really good. DININGS. I think the chefs there really outdid themselves that time. The foods were really good. Do I ever go again? Ever? I definitely want the nachos. Are they ever on the menu? But there's just not enough time to eat in a day. Just not enough time. And the appetite. Oh, the portion control sizes were wonderful. Absolutely awesome. And all times, other people, with and without deluded themselves, with and without delusion themselves, show and tell and showed and told they did anything not lawful, not legal, and not rules and not regulations, and not privacy, not safety, and that it was internet, Wi-Fi. It was a show. That's not a show. Trespassed, break and entered, etc. That's not a show. Social media and elsewhere. And that's not gathering evidence. That's just not lawful, not legal, not rules, and not regulations, and not privacy, and not safety. I didn't do that. I don't do that. Some other people tried to do that. And all before, all during, all later, and all since 2005. Are any of you, what's your Sunday dinner? Are you having a roast or anything? I saw some in my freezer, some stuffed chicken breasts. I was like, oh, could have that. Maybe 1 week with my mom. Because it's big, we could have it and she could eat half. That's something I really, really like is a stuffed chicken breast, but they're very big. And I wish I could get a stuffed turkey breast for like Thanksgiving. You know, because I don't cook a whole turkey, and I'm not very good at cooking a whole chicken. That's not what gave me influenza type A, by the way. A roasted chicken, whether it's just some butter, extra virgin olive oil, salt and pepper. That's not what did it. I had those symptoms for far too long. I just think I ate something and it triggered it, and all the symptoms and behaviors came out all the more. I had a cough, not just like a laryngitis cough. I had a cough for more than 4 months, 2024, and I was diagnosed sinusitis and nothing very, not COVID-19, SARS, severe acute respiratory syndrome, that alleged, and not any influence, not very, not even the COVID alleged cold. It wasn't anything. They just kept writing it off and writing it off and writing it off till I went somewhere, and I was later since hospitalized, and I couldn't breathe very on my own, and I was coughing lots, and then I was tested, and I didn't have that alleged COVID-19 severe acute respiratory syndrome. I was diagnosed, had influenza type A virus, influenza type A positive. I was diagnosed, had in the hospital having influenza type A. Now, my mom wanted to go home, and I'm like, I gave my mom my key, and I trusted my mom to obey me, abide, and just from the hospital, the ride, and home. And I couldn't get a hold of my mom. Security did a check on her. Security checked on my mom. I finally got a hold of my mom, and my mom said she had another fall. I was not with my mom. I was in the hospital, trying to survive, trying to breathe, and stop coughing. They didn't give me much of anything there. They couldn't do much of anything, really. It was the influenza type A. Although I did ask for a cough bottle, etc., but I didn't get. And then my mom was hospitalized by the ambulance. I had a phone call from my hospital bed, my cell phone. And the ambulance got to my mom, paramedics, and then my mom was hospitalized. Funny enough, the same hospital I was hospitalized. Paramedics, emergency. And then I got my key, and then I was discharged. I had to go home and help my mom. I don't give my key to anybody usually, although I did give my key that because it was an emergency. My mom wanted to go home and rest for a little while, and then I said to my mom, when you come back, bring me some stuff, like toiletries, because I didn't know if I was going to stay in there a couple of days, at least, because I thought, maybe I would get some oxygen. I was discharged. I didn't feel well, and I did do the masking, and I wore some gloves so that, when I was touching stuff, my mom wouldn't get the same influenza type A. Couldn't take it anymore. Went to a nearby clinic, walk in, and staff there kept medicating me. Got a prescribed prescription cough bottle. Got some anti-nauseants, etc. Vomiting. Oh, it was awful. I couldn't sleep very, although I tried sleep. Yeah, it showed up as influenza type A. I just, oh. Second week, I lost, I was already 14 pounds weight loss. And I began crying because I didn't want to lose my weight. That was how. That how. And then eventually I began getting better. And at the walking clinic, I was tested and I was negative. I didn't have influenza type A anymore, although the symptoms and behaviors lingered. And off and on and off the internet, such as YouTube, some other people showed me that it could take like 4 months to get over influenza. Now, yesterday I began coughing again. That scared me, and a bit this morning, but then I've been crying um, due to the upset that happened downstairs in my lobby, and then came home just feeling sorry for myself. I started to cough a little bit more this morning, and I needed my honey, my coffee. When it's COVID-19 SARS, the alleged COVID-19 severe acute respiratory syndrome cold, I didn't do any of the masking because I didn't believe in it. I was forced to do it by other people that I didn't approve of, making me wear that. I didn't because but when it was influenza type A, I did do it for 2 or 3 days while I thought I was, at home and I wasn't walking and talking lots. I was trying just to breathe and get rid of that cough and stop vomiting. And today is July 20. February. That's what, 5 months now since I was hospitalized. And I did get dizzy sometimes. That and high iron, high ferritin levels, and sinus bradycardia and low blood pressure. And I haven't had a migraine in a long time. That's a headache, migraine. I'm a migraine sufferer, so that's why I liked about having my cat. Although he was sickly himself, my cat self, sickly, my cat was great companionship. He was like pet therapy. When alive. And now I just have my cactus, which is good because I love plants. And I love botany. It's a thing I began not doing when I was younger. I stopped. I didn't want to do it anymore. And then I just sort of picked up on it and I was like, I want to do a little bit, maybe just get a cactus or like an ivy. And just have it an indoor plant of some kind or other, just something that I know is growing and relies on me at least once a week feeding and is like eye candy to me. Just makes my eyes feel better. The crying is less oftener, and it just makes my eyes happy, everything happier. And I don't use my outside balcony very here this year. I didn't do much out there before, although this year, it's just a little memorial about my cat dead. The wisteria that was gifted to me, geranium I bought, some marigolds I bought, and that wildflower daisy I put out there. It's just a little memorial about my cat. To my cat. He's where the rainbow is now. He's in heaven. He's resting in peace. My cat is resting in peace. Pretty Noel. Safe. No more IBS. Can you hear me, PETA? Did you hear that? Did you see that? PETA Canada. PETA. All elsewhere, all everywhere. It's supposed to be anti-animal cruelty. Yet your calendars, etc., photos. I remember everything, including internet Wi-Fi's, networked online, social media chats, etc. I wanted my cat to have some plant-based foods, such as cat treats, although his diet couldn't have very many of any because of his ill health. I am returning to do my meatless Mondays, although I don't believe in animal cruelties whatsoever, be it IBS and or all others. I've never done it myself. I am eating carnivore today, at least once. Keeping my mom a carnivore diet, helping my mom eat. I don't wear purposefully animal skins, although sometimes wool and yarn I have. I prefer man-made products such as, man-made. In Canada, WWF, World Wildlife Fund. Whenever and if ever any media, any published, any public, any virtuals, any social media, show and tell and showed and told other people, show and tell, showed and told anything the other, whether it was a big donation or small donations, etc. I never did it. I never did that, and I never supported that. Not ever any animals' cruelties, be it residential and or elsewhere. By mail and all other times. I was not hurting my cat. He had IBS, and I was using Vaseline to help him feel better. That and his itchy bum syndrome. I was not practicing anything else. I just was giving him those treatments. And on his dry skin paws, my cat paws, I promise I won't return to those veterinarians. They did report some of them earlier, and their personal vendettas and internet trolling. I couldn't stop it. I tried, and I couldn't stop it. My cat needed health care, emergency. He just kept getting worse, sicker and sicker. So finally, I couldn't do anything else. My cat was bleeding, and we couldn't stop the bleeding. Bladder, urine,
etc. I went to have a shower. I mentioned this before. I went to have a shower, and I know it sounds mean, but it's not. It's not animal cruelty. I was hopeful for about the 5 or 10 minutes I was showering, cleaning myself up. When I returned, my cat would have died of a heart attack. And that one time, I wasn't going to do cardiopulmonary resuscitation. When I came back, my cat was alive, suffering, bleeding. I phoned my vet. My cat's doctor wasn't available, so we took my cat to an emergency. For the last hours, my cat bleeding. I mean, not all my photos. I just didn't want him to be photographed bleeding. Although blood was very evident, all more than ever. And I was just... I even began doing my silent prayers, wondering what to do. And then in the end, I just said, you know what? Can we do it humanely? Please. So that his head, that it doesn't feel it. Can we put him to sleep? And then euthanize. It was agreed that my cat went to sleep. They never felt the euthanasia. Just died. He's full of pain. And to this day, I do not blame my cat gave me influenza type A. And I'm not a pedo. I'm not a wood chipper. I'm not a child molester. I gave a care about my cat, my fur baby. All you haters can fuck off and die. Instead of me. Going out to use my balcony a little while. Any locals, haters, deluded themselves, I'm going to jump to my death. You're crazy. And I don't use that term very often, if ever, instead of me. I'm just going out there to enjoy my life. What's left of it. And these are not fake tears. They're real. All real. My tears from heaven once more. Rainbow. All before, all during, all later, all since. Since June 5, 2025. Hope I can find more of those. Plant-based as are vegan. Difficult to get. Just want something, in the summertime when I'm more active. When I was more active, be indoors, outdoors, outside, inside. My hair, skin, and nails. I'll probably go back to taking just these eventually. Leave them, the remainder of these. Wintertime.
Don't put butter on the bread, Mike.
What?
Don't put butter on the bread.
You're doing that yourself.
I don't want butter on the bread.
You're doing that yourself.
Yeah, okay. Don't bust the bacon, though.
Gonna do it in the microwave.
Well, you just press butter.
Yeah. Do your 2 slices in the microwave.
Jumbo veggie. Let's see. Veggies today. Here's your bacon, Mom. Good. Then there's a delivery outside my front door.
You okay?
Yeah?
Hold on, I'll wait.
Come and get.
You wanna help it? Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Oh, I got you. Might need it the next time. You got a piece of paper? No paper left on the last?
There's a note right here.
That's all I wrote. Tell that.
That's the last
Just,
check.
yeah.
How you feeling today, Mom?
Alright,
That's good. That's awesome.
okay?
So that's good. That's awesome. Glad you're feeling better. What happened?
I dropped the knife down. Oh, I've got two forks, what's in that knife?
Here. Here.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that's good. Oh, that's nice. That's nothing. And that looks better. Be good. Get more tomato sauce, ketchup on.
I'm in the middle of it, oh my gosh, last time I used.
Dinner or lunch? Not like dinner. I'm hungry. There's my hot dog. Sort of. As a veggie cuisine. Plant-based. Here it is. Hot dog bun. Raw red onion, although the onion looks purple more than red. Red onion. That. And some tomato sauce.
I'll have the other half then.
You want any lettuce?
Oh no, I don't need lettuce with this.
Okay.
Just put down another slice of
Bacon?
bacon.
Yeah. This is good. It's actually better than the one I had the other day. That condiment, onion, bun. Good. Mm. How's your bacon, Mom? How's your food? That's good. My battery is dying. I have to charge my phone. And some more. Oh, you're getting there.
I'll come back.
Well, that's good. Have you been reading your library books?
Started it.
I began borrowing my book I borrowed from the senior center. I began reading it the other day. I actually looked at it more today. Huh? Yes. Oh yeah, more. That kind of bacon will last for ages. So preserved. I had one of those veggie things with a hot dog bun, veggie dog sausage bun, some red onion I cut up, and red onion. I made red onion, then put this up, shit on it, and then put some tomato sauce, ketchup on it. It's really good. I did. I was. We're awesome, Mom. Awesome. Huh? Want more tea? Just gonna read all the comments first. Right.